What's up, guys? Greetings from the Midwest, USA, Chicago. I wanted to openly talk about where I'm at, like when it comes to like my personal life and just in general. Nobody asked me, but I just wanted to say it. Quite frankly, right now my mindset's not been like, oh, I gotta create, I gotta put more than what I can, like my mindset right now has been focused a lot on my job career. Some of you know that I graduated college last year and I'm going through a new job right now, and it takes a big chunk of my mindset and like where my focus is at. So sometimes when I focus so much on work, my creativity just kind of yeah. And that's where I feel like, okay, this is the time for me to just breathe and not have any expectations. Because when I said in the beginning of my YouTube journey, I said, okay, I wanted to discover who I was and I want to be myself and and it's true, and then I came up with a strategy on what to post and when to post. Everything has played out well so far. I mean, I plan my videos ahead of time. I film my videos ahead of time. I create content ahead of time so that I can have that content for you. But then there's times where I just don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like it. And this whole week for me, it was very stressful because quite frankly, I worked my brain a lot this week. My brain was so busy. So because a lot of my mindset and a lot of my focus has been on my personal life, kind of why sometimes my creativity is not there, but that's okay. I'm at the point that sometimes if I don't slow down before I burn myself out, then that's where my mental breakdowns come. So I'm learning, all right? I'm learning. Like, I think it was a few months ago that I posted a video of how overwhelmed I was, but now looking back at that video, I was like, okay, you know what? Let's not get to that point again, right? Let me just say it so that at least they know what's happening, so that they also don't feel like, what is she doing with her life? Like, bro, no, bro, I'm actually putting in work.
You have nothing.
All right. I'm putting in work outside of MMA. I'm putting in work in my personal life because you all know 500 subscribers do not pay my bills. Okay. And one day that it does happen, I'm gonna be ready for that. But meanwhile, I gotta be smart. Another thing that I don't know if a lot of people talk about is that as a creator, all you're doing is creating. You're putting yourself out there. You're branding yourself. You're being yourself. If you don't put in that investment, then in the end, you're not gonna build anything, right? So I do this out of the kindness of my heart. It's not corny. No, I do this because I want to, and it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel alive. And if I can help anybody, or you know what, if I can entertain somebody or make someone think about something that they never thought about before, then I'm happy. Like, honestly, it was really, really stressful. But I thought about, okay, what could be my ideal schedule like? Because I thought about, okay, how many hours a day do we have? We got 24 hours a day.
Times 7 days a week.
Let's see, we got 168 hours a week.
And let's say out of those 168 hours, I work 40 hours.
That's 128. Let's say I put 6 to 8 hours in the gym, 8 hours max on good weeks, right?
So that's 120. And let's say out of those, I go to sleep. So that's like 6 hours a day, 6 to 7 hours a day.
So let's say that's like 6, that's 30. And then
my weekends, I sleep in a little bit.
So that's like 40 or 50 hours. So that's 50 hours of sleep in a week. So that's
what? So we're at 120 minus 50, that's
70.
into my showers and all that crazy stuff, and like food, eating, that's like an additional,
like 15 hours maybe.
like additional 15 hours or 20 hours.
So I'm just gonna say 20 hours. That's a lot of hours, right?
50, and then we're left with 50
hours. So I got 50 hours to do whatever the heck I wanna do. This is the perspective that helps me see that I have time.
And the truth shall set you free.
Because most of my problems come in when I feel like I don't have any time to edit. I don't have time to like be creative, to spend time with my friends, my family. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got 50 hours. So those 50 hours, I can use them to either film, to create content, to edit my content, to spend time with my family or friends. Look, the way that has helped me, right? Slow things down in my brain and not overwhelm myself too much is just kind of breaking things down. Just like we do in MMA. We break things down so we can put it all together. Like we break wrestling, grappling, boxing, everything together. We put it together and it all connects. That's the same way that I feel right now. I'm breaking my days down and my hours down and the things that I want to do or want to accomplish throughout my week. And I break it down. And that's ideal. But now that I put it into perspective, I think about it like, oh shit, I could do it. I could do it. I could do it. So there's no excuses. But when I actually put things into perspective and I break things down, I come up with my own solutions. If you want to see more of that, like of the things that I do outside of YouTube, then you can go to my Patreon, patreon.com/NaynayMMA. Okay? Stay tuned for next week's video. All right?